Hi, my name is Bryce. Welcome back to VHS Play, where we are playing The Legend of Dragoon and recording it all on VHS. Last time, hey, we did everything that we needed to in the Forbidden Land. We have ourselves a Dragon Block staff, but there's like, I don't know, 10 teleporters or some such over here. So, yeah, I should check that out. And also, wasn't there this one down here? What's this do? Is that a recovery? That's a recovery. Anyway. Ooh. Game. So anyway, apparently that was a recovery point that I could have just used at any point in time. That solves a lot of my issues with a lot of my complaints with this game. Is just like the recovery system, etc., etc. We ended in the last episode grumpy. There's still an amount of grumping to be had. Anyway, kill Puck. So yeah. We have our Dragon Block staff, but what are we still doing here? Quite frankly, there's like a pile of 10 teleporters or some such in a room that I haven't spent any time in. I kind of looked at it and went, this seems like it might be the way forward. And then it wasn't the way forward, and we ended up going the way forward. Oh good, it's a poison that sticks around after combat. Good, didn't get hit. Anyway, madness hero time. Or not. So I found myself really curious, like, how they're accomplishing this, like, exactly how this really harsh lighting, high contrast lighting or whatever we're looking at here in the fights in this zone. Why are they like this? I'm just curious of, like, the, you know, some of the shenanigans behind the scenes. Anyway, so we have a blue portal. We have these. Let's try small person shape first. Slightly larger shaped person first. You're not going forward. But I don't think this is a mere blind alley. I'll take care of it with my Rouge school technique. Cha! It doesn't work. Wherever it leads to, I don't think Winglies would use a fist as a key to open it. I guess you're right. Maybe. The drawings on the entrances might have something to do with it. Let's try a bunch of things. Okay, so we've got large bean, most of a man, child, lava lamp, not a Wingly, bits, hey, what's that one child's game where you like build the caterpillar and it's like, it's all, if I remember correctly, it's just like all you're doing is rolling dice. It's like you roll a die and then you can take that piece and add it to your caterpillar, and you roll another die. Like that's it. That's your entire turn. If you roll a die, you maybe add a piece to your caterpillar, and then like you just go around the table, and whoever happens to roll well enough wins. That's the entirety of that game. Anyway, so we've got Big Goop. I feel like there's something with the, like, child, person without wings, person with wings, Big Goop with all of the wings. But I'm not sure how the caterpillar game bits and large egg come into this. By the way, I was going to mention here at the start, this is kind of a filler episode. We'll see if anything plot happens at the end. But we're going to be in here, I guess, solving a puzzle. And if all else fails, we have brute force and 6 entrances. So whatever that is, it's 6 radical. So, 6 times 5 times 3 times 4 times 2 times, etc. So yeah, math. Cool. Go with... Okay. That turned blue. Okay, so bits. How about goop? Bits, goop. Great. Child. Wingless man. Man with wings. Oh, what on earth are these drawings indicating?
Gongo thinks this is Gigantos, no?
Oh, hey. It also has bunnies.
Oh, that must be it. Then these must be the winglies?
These are dragons.
These are Minentos. There are lots of creatures drawn here.
Then these should be humans. But what is this?
I don't know, but it doesn't seem like an intelligent species.
It means, except for that drawing, all of them were the species with intelligence born to the earth from the divine tree. Aren't they?
There should be some key within that.
Okay, thanks for the non-hint. Okay, so we had Caterpillar, Gigantos, Minentos, dragons, then winglies and humans? Humans, then winglies. What is this? It's a shoop tube. Dirt. I don't like that low hum. It's ominous. Oh, it's a dead end here. Let's go back. Wait. This is a Virage. And the scar. It must be the Virage that killed Belzac. You say this is a Virage? What are you talking about?
It was a destructive weapon of ancient legend that battled throughout the Dragon campaign with the winglies, although some still remain.
But it looks totally different from the one we met before.
It's one of their subspecies. From its shape, it must have had a power far beyond the one we saw. But it's
not a very pretty sight to see.
Huh? The Virage? Oh, look at that, we found a boss battle. Could have just left without doing this one. I think. Anyway, good thing we don't have full Dragoon power. The monster from 10,000 years ago, was it awoken by us? And yes, I'm going to read those things fast because, you know, who knows if it's going to stick around at all. Cool. Cool, let's see. How many parts are we dealing with? Quite a few. What do we want to do with Dragoon time? Because, unfortunately, Dart is the one without Dragoon points, and he has Madness Hero. And that means he's... Alright. I accidentally hit R2. I was like, wait, what? Let's actually do this one. Okay. So we're not going to get to full Dragoon power, quite frankly. I think I want to start off strong with as much stuff that's going to hit as many targets as possible. So let's go for magic and get ourselves... Dark Dragon is a single. Lethal attack for all, that's not... Does this deal damage, or is it just like a chance to kill? We're gonna go with original idea. Let's hit things. Let's hit all of the things as best I can. And also, Dart is here to attempt to Madness Hero, so that'll be fun. It's like, okay, game. I know you want to have your neat poses and all, but here, what do we have? We've got magma. We've got frozen jet. It's been a while since I've used any of these things. I probably should just go ahead and do them. Do I need to tap X real fast? No, okay. Oh hey, it's this thing that destroyed Rose last time. I do kind of love how all the dragons look like spaceships. It does very much remind me of Wild Arms 3. Alright, that also heals us. I forgot about that. But what if rocks? Usually these bits, in addition to like the main boss body, are a lot weaker. So, like, usually we would be doing, usually, like, the extra arm and leg or whatever would be done with. But lives remaining 10? Ugh. It might be worth, honestly, having Dart use his turns to restore mana for Miranda. Because it does seem like Light has been super effective. Okay. Arm is getting down there. And I have extras of these anyway, so yeah. Sun Rhapsody, Miranda. Let's get you mana back so you can summon big old white dragon. Deal a good giant chunk of damage and also recover health for everybody. Rose, we're just going to continue going with Death Dimension because that will take all 5 of your turns of Dragoon times. I am beginning to wonder if this is going to, like, turn into a, is this going to be, like, a battle of attrition? That 10 lives remaining thing has me concerned. Alright, Dart, you have gone at a not particularly opportune time. Again, like, the magic is really cool looking in this game. They really did do that spectacle, and they did it well. It gets a little old when we're doing things like this, where it's like, oh hey, Rose is going to just, you know, for 5 turns in a row, cast the same spell. It's a little just like, cool, let me put down the controller and have a think, have a sip, and just, you know, enjoy. enjoy watching the same thing over and over again. There is just like a snappiness missing in like PS1 era combat, I think, for JRPGs in particular. One day, maybe. We'll see if I ever get around to it. Slash, if my pile of VCRs holds out long enough for it. Something I've had on my backlog forever is Xenogears. And I'm really curious to see how that one holds up and how that combat system feels. I remember it looking super rad. I remember almost nothing else about it, though. It's like, there's this guy who does... All I remember is, like, I've played, like, the first hour of that forever ago. And it's something like... There's a guy who does kung fu and giant robots, and that's about all I remember. And it's... I guess the only other thing... Like, I think that's another one that just, like, goes... Where we're going, we don't need rails. So it just goes completely off the rails at some point in, like, you know, the fun JRPG sort of way. We'll see if I ever get around to that one on VHS Play, but... Lives remaining 8. Whose lives? Okay, Dart, I do want you to throw mana at Miranda so that for her final Dragoon turn, we can summon the white silver dragon again. Get our 1,000 somewhat damage. There's quite a lot that I have on my backlog for potential VHS play stuff. I need to figure out what I'll be playing after this, because I don't really want to go back-to-back JRPG to JRPG like I already did for this. At least going from, you know, Super Nintendo JRPG to PS1 JRPG, it was a very, like, it was a big shift in vibe and etc. But, yeah, there's a... Man, I don't know. Bonk it on the noggin. Let's do that.
Demons dance.
Lives remaining 7. Everybody hang in there, this thing is half dead. Has a pile of numbers that appeared, but it does seem to be doing super effective damage against Miranda. That's not great. Especially with Miranda being our healer. Technically. Alright, Dart.
Die. Demon stance.
It's interesting how we've kind of shifted lives remaining 6 into Rose and Miranda are the ones attacking, whereas Dart is the one hanging around just throwing items out. But like,
Demon stance.
surprise, it's the 2 characters that don't have to interact with the timed hit system. Alright, Madness here, let's go. Yes, I did it. He almost has a Dragoon point.
Die.
Yeah, it's the characters who can attack reliably at this point and get their dragon points back up, so that I can have them go Dragoon and do neat things like summon a giant, white silver dragon that can, save the day and deal 1,000 points damage. Don't kill her, don't kill her, don't kill her, don't kill her, don't kill her. Alright, she's still up.
Die. Demon stance.
Dang, I was really hoping it would do one more magic hit. I really wish I could look at my magic menu without having to hit the Dragoon button. I'd really like to cast that, but I'm 20 short. Wait. Ally single recovery. Healing, healing, healing. But what if rocks? I'm realizing maybe not. Maybe that doesn't count as magic or whatever. Miranda should be getting like MP back from like the accessory she has equipped. Rose, you have no magic. You honestly, okay. We're at the poor point where it's like she can go Dragoon and she can do her Dragoon attacks, but we don't get the benefit of Ultimate War God, whereas Ultimate War God will actually hit real dang hard. Let's see if Dragooning is even worth it. Nope, not in the least. Stab it. Alright, Dart's here. Dart gets a turn. Dart could even become a Dragoon. Hooray! Hello, orbital laser. Hello, orbital laser that hecked up Dart, and that was your. That's rude. That's just rude. That is so stupidly rude. Of just like, oh hey, here's my final attack. It's going to maybe kill somebody, and they wouldn't get experience on this screen, and that would be stupid. Anyway, Virage is dead. Why do Virages wake up in reaction to us? I don't know. The ancestor never mentioned about this thingy. So, does this mean they were not just reacting to Shauna? Shauna. I still don't know anything about the mystery surrounding Shauna. There's no choice for us but to keep going forward. Come on, let's get back to the Crystal Palace. Okay, so them mentioning Shauna there has made me think a little bit of just like, wait a minute. Are they going, when we get back to town? Oh hey, it's this one. So that just leads here. Okay, how do I get that treasure chest then? Time to go for an explore. Right, and we're injured kind of heavily right now.
Die. Demon stance.
Doing pretty alright on Menace Heroes Day.
Die. Demon stance.
Alright, time for everybody to guard and get our hit points back a bit. Especially you, Dart. Alright, that's your last time out. Try to let Rose deal with it. Since, you know,
Die.
again, my reward for doing that really stupid, annoying chest thing was I no longer have to interact with the game systems. Hooray! What a prize! Don't play the game. This game... Okay, so having Rose on Ultimate War God, I do think is showing this game actually is all right. I forgot the D-pad is walk. Anyway, I've been enjoying this game a lot more since Rose got the hookup with Ultimate War God. Just flat out, not having to interact with the timed hit system has made this a more fun game. Alright, you. I guess I went down and I didn't go up. Oh, there's another up, and I see a chest up there. Box. Acquired power up. Okay, she did get dispirited. Which is, in fact, a nuisance. Hey! That's a repeatable, just strength up increase. That's neat. That's great. That's an actual item that I care about. That probably would have been helpful in several parts of this journey. And maybe either of the 2 boss fights that we have already, you know, dealt with. Alright. I see. Alright, well, good news is we are in fact going to get everything that we were hoping to get out of this dive. And we also got a boss fight, which Super was not expecting. Hey, what if I just cast magic on everything? What if I just do that? All in all, and I've rambled more than enough about the combat system in this game. I stand by what I said last time. It just doesn't work. It's just not working. Like, it is 100% just not working out in the way that I think they envisioned it. And I feel like so much of that does come down to, again, the recovery system, or lack thereof. I think the recovering through defending is an interesting idea, but it's not tuned correctly. And it definitely feels like there should be a second piece to that whole deal. Mind Crush. Cool, and because she went Dragoon, that also means that she... Okay, so it does seem like going Dragoon does get rid of status effects, which I don't think I had realized. They might have told me... There's Mind Crush right there at the top. Confuse enemy given a probability. That's a sword, I believe, for Dart. It does more damage. Let me go back into my item list and sort there because I can't sort in the inventory menu. Falchion's just a sword, so cool. And now we wait. But, like, overall, the ideas behind having the defend button actually do something, like having that small bit of recovery, having that you have like the recovery stuff, or you have the small hit point recovery. You also have the protection against words. You have the recovery of hit points. You have the protection against status ailments. But that's still not enough. Like, there's... There's just something missing there. Like, again, it feels like it needs either some sort of, like, riposte chance, like how, you know, in my long chains, which again, like, because Rose has this really long chain with Ultimate War, like her Ultimate War God always succeeding, I have forgotten entirely that I occasionally have to deal with the counterattacks. Madness Hero, for whatever reason, doesn't seem to have to deal with counterattacks. Missed it. Like the whole counterattack, like the whole enemy counterattack system, like I feel like the player needs some sort of equivalent that they can do that gives them a risk reward sort of situation of turning the defending into an also active time combat thing. But would that just annoy me more? Because again, like, Rose not having to deal with active time combat has just been great. It's just been real nice because it means that I have a consistent high damage output from a character, and I don't have to, yeah, that is just 100% recovery. And I just don't have to interact with a system of the game. And it's like, it's not just taking out one system though, it's taking out both. It's taking out the whole timed hit system and also the like counterattack thing that is a subsystem of that, and it's there's just kind of a lot going on with just like this one accessory changes so much about the game. Huh. Makes me really want to farm up the gold and go back to like town 1 or wherever that was that I could buy the 10,000 or 20,000 gold Ultimate War God. But yeah, just like the systems in this game just don't work together, and it is just kind of unfortunate that the system just doesn't it's not cohesive, and there's definitely ideas here. There's definitely like stuff that is could have been interesting if they got it right, but they didn't get it right, and it's like trying to pick apart exactly why. And I think it's recovery is kind of the big deal. It's like the two big things is like the recovery system is not great. It's kind of completely out of whack and throwing off most of the stuff in this game. And then the just the bosses don't indicate that they're about to do something, and that would go so far in this game where defending prevents status ailments. And like if they, I've also touched on the like the 3-person party problem and like things involving like I've rambled enough. We're 44 episodes in. We've gone through enough, and I don't need to repeat myself again. But like, once I start pulling on one thread, it's always just like, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. So it's not just any one thing. It's kind of everything. Where the game is fun enough. I'm having more fun now that I have an Ultimate War God on Rose, and I use Shauna, not Shauna, as another character that just doesn't interact with the addition system. And that takes out like all of the timed hits except for Dart, who has been really underperforming lately because I can't hit Madness Hero. And real quick, just for my benefit, we're going to go see how far into Madness Hero we are. oh boy, almost got that level 3, just 7 more landing all of the hits in it. And then he'll keep going, I guess. Anyway, that's... I'm having enough fun. We're going to finish this game. But, you know, we're also at the end of the episode. So, I'm going to stop rambling and standing at the save point. Thank you very much for watching. Next time, we'll actually be getting out of this Forbidden Land and going back to the Winglies, and there's probably going to be cutscenes and stuff, and that's why we're ending it here. So, well, hey. But at least we found a boss fight, and we found, like, an actually good item that is going to be taking up a spot in my very limited, sad, tiny inventory forever. So, well, hey. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Bryce. This has been VHS Play. Have yourself a lovely evening.